Hey, this is Cal with Everything Film Equipment, and today we're going to talk about the Shimbol ZO600M wireless 5-inch monitor. Shimbol was kind enough to send us this monitor, but this is a completely unbiased review and all of the opinions we share are our own. The first thing we're going to look at is the exterior interface and buttons on this monitor. So on the top here we have our power button. We have 3 different customizable function keys. We have a micro SD card slot, USB-C, 3/4 inch mounting point. We have HDMI in, HDMI out, headphone jack, and also a DC power. And on the back here, we can put 2 NPF batteries to power the unit. The resolution on this monitor is 1920 by 1080, has 1000 nit brightness, and a 1200 to 1 contrast ratio. The screen size is about 5.5 inches, and the product weighs in at about 300 grams. Okay, now we're gonna go through all the different menus on this monitor. First menu we have is import source menu. We have import, wireless, and channel group. The next menu we have is the scope menu. We've got waveforms, RGB panels, histograms, vectors. You can turn all these on and off, and you can adjust the opacity as well. The next menu is going to be the marker menu. That's safe area, grip, anamorphic, markers, center markers, matte, and all the different options you can get. You can change the color of the marker, the width, the ratio. There's a lot of different options here. Next menu is the focus menu. You can turn your focus peaking on and off, different colors, sensitivity, and there's also a zoom option. Next menu is exposure menu. You can turn on and off your zebras, you can add false color, you can add monochrome, you can change different colors. Next menu is the color menu. You can turn on and off your LUTs, turn on gamma, change the different values and the curve, turn on and off the HDR and the different types of HDR, and the color temperature. Next menu is a teleprompter menu. You can change the font size, the font color, text selection, and this is where you can play your teleprompter. To input the text for the teleprompter, you just put it on this micro SD and insert it into the monitor. Next menu is recording and playback menu. Gives you different options here, file naming, playback, you can just view your video files. And this last button here is to lock the monitor. And now I'm going to go through the options menu for the monitor. You have your display, you can change your brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, and the RGB. The settings menu, you've got scan, backlight, volume, and you can format your SD card. In the function menu, you can customize the function buttons on the top. In the system menu, you can change your language, view the version information, update your software, do a factory reset, and change the wireless mode. One thing we did notice about this monitor, that after about an hour of use, it did get quite warm. It's not so hot that it's going to burn my hands, but you can feel the heat for sure. I don't believe there's a fan in there. There's no audible fan noise, but it's just one thing to note. Battery life on this monitor seems really, really good. We've been using it for about an hour, hour and a half for testing, and we still have about 50% left on one of these small NPF batteries, and it wasn't even full when we put it on there. Now, of course, this is going to differentiate between batteries and brands and how old the battery is, but from our testing, it seems to be holding a charge really, really well. Now we're going to test out the app with the wireless monitor. For Android, you have to download the APK file, but for iOS, Apple users, it's just in the App Store. So the first thing we're going to do is find the app, open it up. We're going to hit connect to device. And the easiest way to do this is Going in here and scanning the QR code. And we are connected. Right now we're going to test the latency between the wireless monitor and the app. And as you can see, there's missing frames, it's glitchy. Definitely wouldn't be great for trying to pull focus wirelessly. But as a director's monitor, this would work all right. Okay, for this test, we're going to see how far I can go with the wireless capabilities on the phone. Yeah, I would say to about here, we started getting a few issues, but we could still see it. And as soon as I rounded the corner, we completely lost the signal. So in conclusion, this is a great budget monitor. It has a lot of extra features that some of these cheaper monitors don't have and a great build quality. The screen on this monitor is great. It has fantastic battery life. I think one of my only concerns would be though, I was running this in a hot environment. It did get quite warm after using it for a few hours, but it didn't seem to affect the performance of the monitor at all, but it's just something to note. If you guys want more information on this monitor or are looking to buy it, we have some links below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you guys have any questions or ideas for gear that you want us to talk about, please leave them below.